All right, hey gang, I have an activity for you guys to do today with a bit of a bonus opportunity. So maybe we can talk more about when the bonus needs to be turned in, but the activity really should be completed by the next time we're in class. So with that being said, I'm going to pull up the document. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. I really hope that this doesn't click off like it's done before, but here goes nothing. If I could bring, yeah, it's right here, isn't it? Okay. So hopefully you can see this. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down just to see if this is still being shared. Yep, yeah, it looks like we're okay here. I'm gonna read through this document here, and we're gonna just make sure that we're all on the same page. So number one, it says graph each line of your paper using pencil. Make sure your lines are straight, hence use a ruler by using a ruler. Extend the lines to the edge of the paper. You may trim the edges later to make it neat. When you have finished graphing all the lines, color your design to create a stained glass window. You may wish to go over certain parts of the design with a dark pen, crayon, or marker to emphasize the different portions. All right, so you have all these lines here, and we should know how to graph all these. If you forget, again, we've got some lines over here that are vertical and horizontal. Make sure you know how to graph those. If you need to look on Desmos, you can do that, okay? But before you go ahead and actually color things in after you graph all those lines, it says this: after you have graphed all the lines, plot these points. Connect them in order that they are plotted. For example, -2, then 0, 4, -2, 0, then 0, 4, and connect it back to -2, 0. Okay. When you reach a stop, you have completed the shape. Pick up the pencil and start the next column without connecting it to the previous one. Okay, so basically you're going to connect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points together. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So there should be 4 segments if I'm counting it right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there'll be 4 segments. So it'll be some sort of quadrilateral as you connect those points all together. And then you'll do the same thing with this column, the same thing with this column, the same thing with this column, the same thing with this column. What you might want to do is you do these points here. This is the X, this is the Y. You may want to go ahead on your stained glass window. It already says it. This is the X, this is the Y. So pay attention to that as you go about doing that portion of the problem, okay? Now, the bonus part is this page. Design your own stained glass window. 1, create your own stained glass design using at least 10 equations. So kind of like what you did up here, where we have 12 equations, you're going to make your own design using 10 equations. Okay. Create a list of equations you use, and graph the color of your design. Graph and color your design. Changing signs will reflect your design. For instance, changing y equals 1/2 x plus 3 to y equals -1/2 x plus 3 will reflect the line across the y-axis, opposite sign for the slope. What that means is this, folks. If I go back to my program here, okay, 1/2 slope, I gotta think from your perspective, rising to the right. So, let's see here. To the right, if I can have maybe this right here, rising to the right. Okay, now from there I'm doing this backwards to myself. To the right. If I'm, oh, that'd be your left. There you go. Okay, so sorry about rising to the right. Okay, when you go ahead and reflect that across the y-axis, that changes it so that it rises to the left. Okay, and so just keep that in mind. As you changed it from a positive to a negative, it's the same slope, it's just going the opposite direction, so it ends up being the same but on the opposite, okay? So I hope that makes sense there, gives you a sense of balance or symmetry when you go to make your own design up. So if I go back here, changing y equals 1/2 x plus 3 to y equals -1/2 x minus 3 will reflect the line across the x-axis. So if I just change the slopes, like is in this one, it'll reflect it across the y-axis. If I change the slopes and the y-intercept, it changes across the x-axis there. So if I could do, I don't know if this will make sense by trying to show you this, but if I could do, it looks like this originally, here's my y-intercept, now I come straight down, it's going to be this. So it will look like the same on that side, okay? Anyways, you'll see it play out if you use that combination there. To finish this off, let's see here, you can create shapes as the original activity by making a list of ordered pairs to connect as well, okay? But you need at least 10 equations, that's what it's saying right here, and then you can create shapes as well if you like, okay? So I hope this is a fun activity to kind of reinforce your graphing that we've been really focusing on in this chapter, and I'm excited to see what kind of designs you come up with. Anyways, have a great day. We may post those in class if you choose to do so. So make them nice and neat. We'll talk to you later. Bye.